Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome live to Spartan Arena at Homestead High School for tonight's SAC doubleheader of girls and boys basketball. We bring you the girls' game here first between Homestead and Bishop Luers. My name is Austin Render here for Summit City Sports. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. At Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. Our elite team of experts in orthopedic surgery, athletic rehabilitation, nutrition, and sports performance. Training offers athletes coordinated care and instant access at the new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic inside the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. We're here at Spartan Arena. The 9-1 Homestead Spartans will take on the 6-2 Bishop Luers Knights. Again, I'm Austin Render here with you for tonight's doubleheader of action between between Homestead and Bishop Luers. Here in Spartan Arena, we'll get to your starting lineups here. We'll start with the Homestead Spartans. They're going to start a pair of guards in Karagili and Solaire Starks, as well as a third guard, Lauren Selking. At the forward positions, it will be the sophomore Sydney Graber leading the team with 15 points, and Haley Swing as well. I'm going to pause here real quickly for the national anthem. Again, here at Spartan Arena at Homestead High School, I'm Austin Render. The 9-1 Homestead Spartans, coached by Rod Parker in his 17th season at Homestead, and the 6-2 Bishop Luers Knights, coached by Mark Pixley, who's in his 4th season at Bishop Luers. We'll get to the Bishop Luers starting lineups here for the Knights. They're going to start Ashlyn Gray at the first guard, Anaya Johnson at the second guard, Catherine Kanapke will start at the forward. Lydia Reinbold is another guard. And Kennedy Glenn will round out the starting lineup for Bishop Luers. They start a 4-guard lineup, and Homestead with the 3-guard lineup. So two teams very small that will battle it out today. When talking to Coach Parker before the game, he wants his team to find an identity. This is a team that has struggled when they get up by 12, 13, 14 points, keeping the pedal to the metal and finishing the job. They've kind of laxed back and let the other team get back into it, and that's something that Coach Rod Parker really wants to work on for the Homestead Spartans. They lost their first game of the season, battled back, and they have won 9 straight games and are now in the top 5 in the state rankings. For Bishop Luers, they started 2-2, then they went on a 4-game winning streak. They did just lose their last game to Northrop in a tight, hard-fought battle, 39-31. Bishop Luers, a team that is right around the middle of the pack in the SAC, sitting at 1-3 on the season in conference. Homestead is tied for the conference lead. They are 4-0 on the season, and that is atop the conference with Southside and Northrop. Spartans again before the national anthem. I said their starting lineup: Kara Geely, Solaire Starks, Lauren Selking, Haley Swing, and Sydney Graber. Bishop Luers in those black and red uniforms. Homestead, their white home uniforms here. In Spartan Arena, the Spartans have lost just once this season. It was their opener against the Carmel Greyhounds, one of the best teams in the state of Indiana, if not the best. And they hung around with them until the end. And Homestead has won every game since, rallying off 9 straight. Haley Swing will tip for the Homestead Spartans. Catherine Napke out there for Bishop Luers to tip for the Knights. Mark Pixley roaming the sidelines for Bishop Luers. Rod Parker, 17-season veteran, roaming the sidelines for Homestead. We'll get things started, and the Spartans control the opening tip-off. It's Kara Geely with it for the Spartans. Now Haley Swing dribbles over left side. Geely, someone who Coach Parker really wants to take more of a role. Here's Sydney Graber, one of the better players, if not the best player on this team and in the conference, and she's fouled. That foul goes on Anaya Johnson. That's her first. 7:46 here in this first half. No score so far. Lauren Selking gets the inbound for the Homestead Spartans, 9-1 on this season, halfway through after this weekend's contests. Selking back with it. Nice bounce pass inside for Swing, but a good poke away by the Luers Knights. And off and running is Ashlyn Gray. Bounce pass right side as Anaya Johnson drives inside. And a floater back outside. Lydia Reinbold, top of the key for Glenn. Bishop Luers averaging just 48 points a game. They are not trying to outscore you by any means, as you can see with their patient start to this ball game. Kanapke inside, fumbles the ball, and Lauren Selking has it for Homestead. Starks, nice shot fake. She's a lights-out shooter for Homestead. Now Graber will try a three and bury it. Three-pointer for Sydney Graber, and that will put the Homestead Spartans on top. 3-0 over the Bishop Luers Knights. Three ball on its way, left short from Glenn. A Homestead pushing the pace with 6:35 here in this first quarter. Starks, Graber, open three. How about another one? Sydney Graber, 2 for 2 from beyond the arc, and the Spartans an early 6-0 lead. Bishop Luers back with it, down early. Their last game, they scored just 31 points. Here's a three ball on its way. No good from Reinbold. Offensive board, though, from Gray, and now a tie-up inside. The possession arrow will keep it with Bishop Luers. 6:07 here in this first quarter. Homestead 6, Bishop Luers 0. The inbound here on the near side into Gray. Now Johnson, here's Reinbold. Reinbold spinning around. Averaging almost 14 points a game is Reinbold. Here's Glenn out to Johnson. Euro step inside. And Bishop Luers adds to their point total. It's 6-2 Homestead now with 5:43 here in the first half. Lauren Selking for the Homestead Spartans. Now Solaire Starks. Graber's already hit 2 threes. Tries to use a shot fake. Kara Geely now with it. Geely. Now Starks a three ball. Doesn't go, but Swing the rebound. The putback rattles out. And the rebound, Bishop Luers. Here comes Johnson. As I said, Reinbold almost leading the team with 14 points a game. Here's an offensive foul. Lydia Reinbold will pick it up. That's her first foul. It's the team's second. Caitlin Gray checking in for Bishop Luers. Knights trail Homestead 6-2. 5:08 to go here in the first quarter. Across the timeline. Geely, left wing for Starks. All the way around for Lawrence Selking. Now to Starks. Drives inside, an errant pass looking for Graber. They're going to say, no, it was not tipped by Bishop Luers. The official indirectly pointed there, and it will be Bishop Luers basketball. 4:50 to go, first quarter, 6-2 Spartans on top of the Knights here in an SAC contest, first of our doubleheader here at Spartan Arena. On the right wing, bounce pass over to Ashlyn Gray trying to get inside. Her sister Caitlin Gray out there on the court with her as well. Passes it to her in the corner. Johnson loses the ball inside the lane, and Haley Swing rips it out for Homestead. Graber, Starks, and a travel. Coach Barker told me before the game they've been struggling with turnovers this year, which is uncharacteristic for this Homestead squad. Checking in for Bishop Luers, Liddy Bierbaum, a sophomore. Bishop Luers basketball down 4:13 to go here in the first quarter. Right wing, Bierbaum, Kanapke, Gray, left side. Gray poked at and fouled on her way into the lane. And that will be on Homestead Solaire Starks. That is her first and the first on the team. Stagnant here in the last couple minutes. We're halfway through the first quarter. It's 6-2 Homestead. Bounce pass inside. Kanapke breaks the seal and finishes. And Bishop Luers is within 2, 6-4. Lauren Selking searching the paint for Sydney Graber. Not there. Now Starks. Geely, top 5 in the area in assists per game as she finds Swing, but she can't finish. Pushing the pace here, Luers. A lob inside. Back to Kanapke at the elbow. Misses the jumper, and Swing wrestles down another rebound for Homestead. Starks up court for Graber. Down the lane. Graber slides it in. Good play by Sydney Graber. She's got all 8 of Homestead's points. It's 8-4. Homestead on top. 3:08 in the first quarter. Between the circles. Glenn's pass is batted over right side. Caitlin Gray now to Bierbaum, top of the key. Bishop Luers again. Averages just 48 points a game. They are not going to outshoot you by any means. As here's a fumbled pass around. Solaire Starks on the run for Homestead. Pulls up and misses the jumper. Rebound collected by Bierbaum for Bishop Luers. Knights on the run themselves, but they'll back it out. Bierbaum sets it up on the right wing. Into the corner for Caitlin Gray. 3-ball. That's good. Caitlin Gray had made just 2 threes all season and make that her third as Gray knocks down a 3, pulls Luers within 1. Geely to Graber, back to Geely. And she'll set up the offense for the Homestead Spartans. Averaging 63 a game this year, down from their previous years, of course, with those of the likes of Carissa McLaughlin and Madison Parkers. There's a turnover from Homestead. Here comes Caitlin Gray into the corner and a travel from her sister, Ashlyn Gray. That'll bring in a couple subs for Homestead. Bree Lucas comes in for Haley Swing, and it'll be Riley Parker for Lauren Selking. Riley Parker, daughter of head coach Rod Parker. 5th year in a row of Coach Parker having one of his daughters on the team. Plays a pivotal 6-girl role for this Homestead squad. Graber, a 3-ball. Why not another one? Sydney Graber has all 11 for Homestead. And a timeout from Bishop Luers has the Spartans on top, 11-7, with 1:31 to go in the first quarter. Good start for Homestead over Bishop Luers. We'll be right back here in a second from Spartan Arena. It's Homestead 11, Bishop Luers 7. Welcome back here to Spartan Arena. 11-7 Homestead, the number 5 team in the state, leading Bishop Luers by 4. All 11 Homestead points coming from the sophomore Sydney Graber. 3 threes and a layup. Screen from Libby Beerbaum. Errant pass, and it's saved right to Solaire Starks for Homestead. Good stutter step from Starks. The transfer from Concordia, and she'll bury the jumper. And finally, somebody not named Sydney Graber on the board for Homestead. 13-7. Spartans a minute to go, first quarter. Right side. Trying to get inside is Gray. A bounce pass for Kanapke. Back out to Gray. And tied up inside with Sydney Graber. The possession favors Homestead. 42 seconds here in this first quarter. It's 13-7 Homestead. Kara Geely, the point guard for this Homestead team, averaging 6 points but 5 assists per game for Homestead. Here's Starks on the right wing. As I said, transfer from Concordia at the beginning of the school year. Errant pass from Parker. And the Knights have it with 20 seconds to go. Caitlin Gray outside, a 3-ball from Beerbaum. Rattles out. Offensive rebound, though, from Catherine Kanapke with 10 to shoot. And Ashlyn Gray will set things up. 3 to shoot on the right wing. Reinbold lets it fire. It's off the mark, and that is it for the first quarter. 13-7, Homestead leading Bishop Luers. A quarter in the books. Sydney Graber leading all scorers with 11 for the Spartans. They lead by 6 here at the end of 1. Welcome back here to Spartan Arena. After 1, it was 13-7 Homestead. We begin the second quarter by Geely almost stripping it away from Anaya Johnson. And Homestead leading by 6 with 7:52 to go in this second quarter. Top of the key, Kanapke. Here's Johnson between the circles. Johnson dribbles left side. Nothing there for Caitlin Gray working on Solaire Starks. Beerbaum. Now Glenn spins and she's fouled. Haley Swing will pick it up, and that will send Kennedy Glenn, sophomore, to the line for Bishop Luers. Glenn 5 of 7 on the season from the free throw line. And she hits the first. (13-8) Homestead, 7:24 second quarter at the line. Kennedy Glenn misses the second, so 1 of 2 for Glenn. And here come the Spartans. Left wing, Geely will let a three fly, rolls out, but Lucas the board, and she's fouled. And so that's going to send Lucas to the line. Beerbaum picks up the foul. And so Homestead at the line. Bree Lucas on the season. 4 of 5 from the line. She'll hit the first. So Homestead leading 14-8 now. 7:15 to go in the second quarter. Lucas gets 1 of 2, and the rebound, Libby Beerbaum for Bishop Luers. The Knights 6-2 in the season, started with 2 wins and 2 losses, rattled off 4 straight before losing to Northrop last weekend. And there's an errant pass from Anaya Johnson. Gives the Spartans an opportunity to sub, and that will bring in Sydney Graber for Bree Lucas. 14-8 Homestead, under 7 to go here in this second quarter. Geely to swing, that junior combination for Homestead. Here's the sophomore, Sydney Graber. Starks, a 3-ball, left it short, and the rebound collected by Kennedy Glenn for Bishop Luers. Into the corner, Beerbaum for 3, doesn't go. Offensive rebound, though, from Gray. Anaya Johnson gets the play call from Coach Mark Pixley. Johnson right wing for Beerbaum. Back over to Johnson. Now Gray. Gray deflected off of the knee of Kara Geely out of bounds. Coming into the game for Bishop Luers, Lydia Reinbold checks in for the Knights. Knights down by 6 with 6:09 to go. The inbound is Kanapke. Right back outside, Gray for 3. No good. And the rebound tipped to Sydney Graber. Here come the Spartans. Starks on the left wing. And swing, another turnover for Homestead. Told you earlier that was an issue for Coach Parker and company in their past couple games, and appears to be so here again. 14-8 Homestead with 5:45 to go here in the second quarter. Reinbold between the circles for Bishop Luers. Thought about a step back 3. Now Kanapke, leading scorer for this Bishop Luers squad. Back to Reinbold, who's right behind her, and an offensive foul on Reinbold. It's her second foul of the game. It's the team's 4th. Little stagnant here. The only points since the quarter break have been a free throw for each team. No field goals in this quarter for either the Spartans or the Knights. And that pass off of Graber's knee and out of bounds, and another turnover for the Homestead Spartans. Coach Parker said he was in search of a leader for this Homestead squad, and he's hoping that somebody steps up. Here's Swing with a nice steal, but they're going to actually call her for a foul. So that's the second on Haley's Swing, so we'll see if Coach Parker heads to his bench at all with his junior post player in foul trouble. Anaya Johnson inbounding for Luers. Kanapke finishes. And Bishop Luers is back within 4, hanging around here at Spartan Arena. Kara Geely. Now Swing. Riley Parker. Back to the junior Kara Geely. Got a lot of playing time with that star-studded state championship team a year ago. Geely back with it right side. Now Starks. Dumps it down. Good find, and Graber finishes. 13 points for Sydney Graber, and the Spartans lead by 6. Gray. Guarded hard by Solaire Starks for Homestead. And the pocket picked, and then on the ground, ball's loose, and Graber picks it up for Homestead. Graber all the way inside, wild shot doesn't go, and out of bounds off of Riley Parker. Sydney Graber a little shaken up on that wild drive to the hoop. And we're getting a warning now on Mark Pixley. He is not happy with the officiating that has gone on here so far as Homestead makes a quick sub. Bree Lucas in for Haley Swing. And Selking in for Graber. So two of Homestead's leading scorers head to the bench. Up by 6 halfway through this second quarter. 3 ball from Glenn, rims out. And Bree Lucas the rebound for Homestead. Now Riley Parker. Homestead has scored just 3 points in this quarter. Here's Kara Geely. Back to Geely in the corner for 3. Rims out. Offensive board and put back for Bree Lucas. And Homestead leads 18-10. And on the defensive end, a reach-in foul on Kara Geely. So both teams getting a few tic-tac fouls called on them here and there. 18-10, Homestead on top. 3:17 to go in the second quarter. Here's Reinbold right side. Reinbold trying to drive. Off balance layup, got it to go. Lydia Reinbold's first bucket of the game. Very tough one with 3 to go in the second quarter. 18-12, Homestead leading Bishop Luers by 6. Ball loose on the floor, another Spartan turnover. All the way, Reinbold, another bucket. Bishop Luers crawls back within 4. Geely to Parker. Geely again with it. Starks thought about a 3, instead pulls up for 2 and hits that. Solaire Starks with a pair of buckets for Homestead tonight, and they lead 20-14 with 2:15 to go in the second quarter. There's a turnover from Bishop Luers, and back the other way it goes. Homestead basketball with 2:13 to play. Homestead, Sydney Graber returns. Ashlyn Gray back in for Bishop Luers. Here's Geely to Selking. Lucas wide open, and she traveled. The turnovers continue to add up for Homestead. A sloppy start to this one, but they do still have the 6-point advantage. 20-14 with 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Gray, her bounce pass for Reinbold, deflected but fouled. Lucas picks up her first foul on the reach-in. And it'll be an inbound from Anaya Johnson. Underneath the basket for Bishop Luers. Gray on the right wing. Bounce pass. Lobbing it over for the other Gray. That's Caitlin. Ashlyn Gray. Back to Caitlin Gray. Luers down by 6, a minute and a half to go. High arching shot doesn't go, and it's tipped out of bounds off of Bishop Luers. And for the first time tonight, we will see for the Homestead Spartans, 6-foot freshman Amber Austin, averaging just over a point per game on the season for the Spartans. She replaces Bree Lucas. Geely to Austin, a jumper. Leaves it short, but Graber's there to clean things up. As she's got 15 for the Spartans, who lead by 8, 22-14. On the other end, it's Caitlin Gray, who finishes the lay-in. Geely right side. Lauren Selking, a minute to go, first half. Spartans lead is 6. Graber to Geely. Now Starks top of the key. Bullet inside for Amber Austin, and her dribble hit the baseline. Another Homestead turnover has got the Bishop Luers fans in front of us excited. Riley Parker checks in for the Homestead Spartans, leading things by 6, 22-16, but Bishop Luers has a chance to cut into that deficit with the ball. Johnson with 40 seconds to go. Right side for Caitlin Gray. Gray spins away. Gray, good bench player for Bishop Luers, averaging 5 a game. Here's Kanapke, a jumper is good. Catherine Kanapke with 6 points, and Bishop Luers within 4. Graber, Homestead having some trouble, and a foul bails them out with 13 seconds to go in the first half. Homestead ball up 4 with 13.5 seconds to go. Graber, the inbound to Geely. 10 seconds left. Geely to Starks. Starks with 5 to shoot. Pulls up. Misses the shot. Kanapke the rebound. The full court heave at the horn. No good, but at the half it is 22-18. Homestead leading the way, but only by 4 as Bishop Luers has hung around for the moment. And it has been a very good start for the Bishop Luers Knights to hang around with the number 5 team in the state. And so for the Homestead Spartans, Sydney Graber had 15 points, and it was quite a showing for Sydney Graber. Homestead leading 22-18 at the break.
Looking to center into the slot to Esther, but it's broken up by Scott. He shoots, hit scores!
Now the sticks are up. And now this is bad news. Everyone going at it down here in the corner Fort Wayne
The
Hockey.
Plum with the deke.
6 teams.
Bone cutter to Ryan Freeby with the shot from the point. He scores!
Live stream games new this season. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
Beautiful baby, you're sweeter than strawberry pie. Just like the morning, your smile brings the sunshine.
The Parkview Family Birthing Centers, with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom.
You can be too. Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website. SummitCitySports.com. Live streamed high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
Parkview Family Birthing Centers with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom.
You can be too. Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
Welcome back here to Spartan Arena. It is 22-18, the number 5 Homestead Spartans leading Bishop Luers by 4 as we start the third quarter. Homestead will have the basketball. It's Kara Geely who did not score in that first half for Homestead, but here's Graber. She sure did. She had 15 first half. Here's Starks open 3. No good. All alone underneath. Lauren Selking puts it back in. Her first basket of the game, and that puts Homestead up 24-18. Ashlyn Gray, Reinbold, averages almost 14 a game, only had 4 in that first half, did Reinbold. Here's Kanapke, who had 6. She lost the ball, dives on the floor, and a quick timeout called by Coach Pixley. So Bishop Luers takes a timeout with 7:20 to go here in the third quarter. It's 24-18. Homestead leading Bishop Luers. Your first half stats in terms of players and their individual points. It was Sydney Graber leading the way with 15 for Homestead. Solaire Starks added 4. Bree Lucas with 3, and Lauren Selking had a pair. Bishop Luers, it was 6 points from Kanapke, 5 from Caitlin Gray, 4 from Reinbold, 2 from Anaya Johnson, and 1 from Kennedy Glenn. Here in the second half, it's Homestead up by 6. Out of the Bishop Luers timeout, they'll have the basketball. Anaya Johnson will inbound for Bishop Luers. Johnson throws it right to Lauren Selking for Homestead. Now Geely. Starks in the corner. Back to Geely. Starks the transfer from Concordia. Haley Swing, who can now shoot the 3 ball, 7-16 on the year. Didn't take one last season. Geely will take a 3 and make it. Her first basket of the game, and that puts Homestead on top by 9, their biggest lead of the game at 27-18. Homestead led by 6 after the first quarter. They led by 4 at halftime. They lead by 9 now. Caitlin Gray will let a 3 fly, and she'll answer. Second 3 of the game by Caitlin Gray. And it's 27-21 Homestead. Selking to swing. Now Geely. Starks posting up, ripped away by Ashlyn Gray. That adds to the turnover issues for Homestead in the first half. Gray. Kanapke to a cutting Johnson, but she traveled before she could get the shot off. And back the other way we go with Homestead leading 27-21 with 6:03 to go in the third quarter. Selking. Swing. Now Geely. Starks will pull up for 3 and miss that one. And the rebound, Kanapke for Bishop Luers. Johnson. Knocked away from Kanapke, who could not save it. And it'll go back to the Homestead Spartans, leading by 6, 5:35 to go in the third quarter. Bishop Luers brings Kennedy Glenn off the bench for Anaya Johnson. As we get our way into this third quarter, and the Homestead Spartans up 6. Wayward pass from Kara Geely gives it right back to the Knights. Pull up 3 from Reinbold is an air ball that sails long and out of bounds. It'll belong to Homestead. Again, tail of the tape, Homestead 9-1 on the season, perfect 4-0 in conference. Bishop Luers 6-2 with a 1-3 SAC record. First of 2 SAC games here tonight. We'll have the guys game coming up between Homestead and Bishop Luers after this one. Selking looking for swing inside. Poked away though by Luers. Up ahead for Reinbold, collects herself and lays it in. Bishop Luers back within 4, 27-23. Starks to the basket, could not get it to go, and then Swing gets the board and she's fouled. Good opportunity created there for Starks, but couldn't finish the job. Blocking foul on Kennedy Glenn, that's her first. Yeah, first foul called to this half. 4:37 third quarter, Homestead leads by 4. Selking a dribble and a 3-ball, but it doesn't go. And the ball went over the backboard, so it'll be Bishop Luers basketball. Knights coming off a 39-31 loss a week ago against Northrop. Their lone win in conference coming against Northside 2 weeks ago. Poked away by Geely. Starks had it, and Graber ends up with it for Homestead. Geely. Swing loses it. Up ahead, Gray finishes. 2-point game as Caitlin Gray becomes the first Luers Knight into double figures with 10. That's a new season high for the junior. Jumper inside, no good from Haley Swing, and now the Knights can tie or take the lead on this possession, but not anymore. Swing the steal, Swing the lay-in. First basket of the game for Haley Swing, who averages 12 points a game, but it puts Homestead back up by 4. Gray to Kanapke, and a foul. Sydney Graber will pick up the foul. That's her first. Team's first of the half. 3:25 in this third quarter. It's Homestead 29, Bishop Luers 25. The inbound coming from Ashlyn Gray. Bounces it into a double team, and Kara Geely's tripped up as she stole it away. Homestead collects it. Starks all the way, and she'll be heading to the line for a pair of free throws. The foul goes on Catherine Kanapke. 29-25, Homestead leading by 4 here in the third quarter with 3:15 to go. Starks at the line. The first free throw does go for the transfer junior. 94% on the season, has missed just 1 free throw in their 10 games so far. Starks got them both. Quiet night for her, leading scorer on the team on the season, averaging about 19 a game. She has just 6 tonight. Geely all over, and they'll call a foul. So that's the second on Kara Geely. It's 31-25. Homestead with 3:08 to go in the third quarter. Gray gives it over to her sister, Ashlyn Gray. Back to Caitlin Gray. Double team, now a triple team. They break it to the basket. Ashlyn Gray misses the runner, and the rebound collected by Graber. Outlet for Geely. Stop and pop for Kara Geely. Finds the bottom of the net. Homestead answers the Bishop Luers run with a 6-0 run of their own, and they're back up by 8. And a kick on Kara Geely. Homestead starting to implement a little bit more of a full court pressure here in the second half with 2:38 in the third. Gray. Across the timeline, stolen away by Solaire Starks. Starks, Euro step to the basket, but she couldn't finish. Ends up getting tipped out to Parker. Around the horn, Starks a 3-ball, left it short. Graber tied up on the rebound and brought to the ground. Reinbold got in there on the tie-up. Luers will take the ball, and they'll take a timeout. Full timeout from Coach Pixley and Bishop Luers. 2:17 in the third. It's Homestead 33, Bishop Luers 25. Welcome back here to Spartan Arena out of the Bishop Luers timeout. It is 33-25. Homestead leading Bishop Luers by 8. Reinbold high arcing 3. No good. Strong rebound by the team's leading rebounder, Sydney Graber. Now Riley Parker touched every part of the rim twice and then didn't get it to go. And then a foul on the rebound will go on Haley Swing. Coach Parker quickly looks to his bench as Bree Lucas comes in for Swing because that is Haley Swing's third foul. Only 2 points tonight from Haley Swing. 33-25, Homestead leading with 1:50 to go in the third quarter. Johnson. Beerbomb back to Johnson. Johnson's into the lane, out. Beerbomb a 3. No good. The rebound to Geely for Homestead. Geely through the defense to the basketball's loose on the ground, and another jump ball. And possession will keep it in the hands of the Homestead Spartans. Kennedy Glenn's going to come back into the game for Bishop Luers. She'll check in for the night's leading scorer, Caitlin Gray. Great minutes from the junior, a season high, 10 points. Inbound for Homestead. They rotate around to Solaire Starks. Graber for three, fading away. Didn't get that one to go. And it's tipped out off of the Knights. Sydney Graber started hot. First 11 points for the Homestead Spartans, 15 points in the first half. She hasn't scored here in this third quarter. But Homestead still leads by 8. Bounce pass in for Bree Lucas. A nice save by Reinbold, or by Kanapke. Keeps it in for Bishop Luers. Glenn driving down the lane. Nothing there. Bounce pass in for Kanapke to the basket. Kanapke and one. Catherine Kanapke adds to her point total, her first basket of the second half. And it's 33-27. Homestead on top. The foul on Bree Lucas is her second. Kanapke, a 72% shooter at the stripe, gets it to go. And Bishop Luers is within 5. Geely on the right wing. Starks, three ball with a hand in her face, no problem for the Concordia transfer. Solaire Starks. And Homestead answers back. And they lead by 8. Three ball in the corner from Beerbaum doesn't go, but an offensive rebound from Glenn, and a wild putback, no. Nice board by Bree Lucas, and gets it out of trouble to Sydney Graber. Graber may have traveled. Here's Parker, 12 seconds in this third quarter. Geely, 5 to shoot. Kara Geely pulls up for 3. That's an air ball long, out of bounds, end of the quarter. Homestead and Luers trading blows in the third quarter. Spartans take an 8-point lead to the fourth, 36-28. Stay tuned, you're listening and watching Summit City Sports. Welcome back here to Summit City Sports. Homestead 36, Bishop Luers 28 as we start the fourth quarter. Bishop Luers men's basketball team arriving. They'll be a part of the second part of our doubleheader as the guys battle between Homestead and Bishop Luers coming up after this game. But we got a good one here. Kanapke inside, a jumper. Touches every part of the rim and falls home. Bishop Luers back down by just 6. 20 seconds into this fourth quarter. Swing playing with 3 fouls. Geely. Parker, 3 ball from the corner, got it. Riley Parker's first basket of the game puts Homestead back up by 9, 39-30. This game is played right into the tempo of Bishop Luers in these 30-point games. Missed there from Kanapke. Starks falls to the ground. Ball's loose on the ground. And it's taken away by Luers. And the lay-in from Kennedy Glenn. 39-32. Homestead leading by 7. Geely, wayward pass, and Luers another takeaway. Reinbold over to Beerbaum for three. That's an air ball short. Riley Parker the rebound for Homestead. She decides she'll take it herself across the timeline. Coach's daughter on the right wing. Here is Solaire Starks now. Swing will pull up for three. It's deep. But a long rebound tipped around. It hits Parker last. And it will belong to Bishop Luers. Into the game for the Knights, Ashlyn Gray returns for Libby Beerbaum. 6:15 here in this fourth quarter. Homestead by 7. Anaya Johnson calls out the signals for the Knights. Poked by Starks, but they'll get a foul called. Second on Solaire Starks. That is already Homestead's 5th foul, so just 2 more, and Bishop Luers will be heading to the line for free throws. 39-32, Homestead leading by 7. Coach Pixley getting a good laugh with the official. As Luers inbound, 6 to go, down by 7 with the basketball. Kanapke inside, muscles through but can't finish. And Graber collects it for Homestead. Up to Starks. To the basket, Starks gets the floater to go. Double figures for Solaire Starks. And it is Homestead 41, Luers 32. And a travel from the Knights. (41-32) Homestead, leading by 9. Swing, the inbound to Starks, who gives it, fakes the give to Geely. Starks left side for Riley Parker. Graber wants it, gets it, and cannot finish. And here comes Gray. Knights down 9, 5:15 to go. Glenn for 3. Nicks the front of the rim. Ball loose on the ground. And jump ball will send it the other way, and Homestead will have the ball, looking to expand on their 9-point lead. Into the game for Bishop Luers is Caitlin Gray, coming in for Kennedy Glenn. 41-32, Homestead leading by 9 with the basketball with 5:09 to go. Geely to Starks. Starks slides to the basket. Back outside for Kara Geely. Parker right wing. Graber rotates to Starks. Starks steps into a 3. Misses it. Swing tips the rebound out of bounds. So Bishop Luers will take over. 4:44 here in this fourth quarter. It is Homestead 41, Bishop Luers 32. And a kick on Kara Geely in the backcourt. It'll stay with Bishop Luers. The Knights have never trailed by more than 9 in this game, but they have not led. They have just kind of been hanging around, nipping at the heels of the Homestead Spartans. Johnson lobs it over for Reinbold, who crosses the half-court stripe into a double team. And Coach Pixley is going to call a timeout. So Bishop Luers, their 3rd timeout of the game. It's a full timeout, so we'll step away. Homestead leading by 9, 41-32 as we head into the home stretch of the fourth quarter. Welcome back here at Spartan Arena here on Summit City Sports. I'm Austin Render. It's Homestead 41, Bishop Luers 32 with 4:25 to go. Luers with the basketball, down 9. We hit the home stretch. Not a team that scores in bunches, as you could tell, sitting at 32 points here midway through the fourth. Geely takes it away for Homestead. Parker fouled. And 2 free throws coming up for the sophomore Riley Parker. The foul on Anaya Johnson, just her second. But free throws to extend this to a double-digit game. Riley Parker 4 of 6 on the season. Make that 4 of 7. Daughter of Coach Parker, sister of Madison Parker, who graduated last year, now at Bowling Green. Riley Parker gets 1 of 2. And Homestead's lead is 10, 42-32, their biggest lead of the contest. Here's a turnover, and now Homestead's off to the races again. Parker to Graber, and back to Parker. Homestead will slow things down, up by 10 with 3:50 to go. Geely feeds swing, and she's fouled. Caitlin Gray picks that one up. It's her first. And it sends Haley Swing to the free throw line. Good turnaround for Haley Swing this year from the line. Really struggled from that spot last year. She's at 76% this year as she hits the first. Quiet night for Swing, just 3 points. But Homestead starting to pull away, building upon their biggest lead of the game. It's now up to 11. Swing gets them both, and Homestead leads by 12. Luers are going to need a flurry here down the stretch. Anaya Johnson. Johnson double teamed, finds Gray. Gray has it knocked away. Every Spartan thought it was Homestead's ball. So did Coach Parker. Coach Pixley thinks it was a foul. Instead, it's out of bounds. It's Bishop Luers' ball. Gray with it, in trouble. Almost a backcourt violation. Kanapke to the basket. Too strong. And Graber came up with the board, and then she's fouled. So they'll get a foul here on Kennedy Glenn. It's her second of the game. And it puts Homestead up by 12. 3:10 to go with the basketball. Graber. Now Swing. Geely, open 3, no good. Geely grabs the board, and a jump ball again. Incredible amount of jump balls in this game so far. This one sends it back to Bishop Luers. 44-32 Homestead, under 3 to go. Pass tipped out of bounds. Good hands by Haley Swing. Bishop Luers inbound here from Coffin Corner. Catherine Kanapke leading scorer on the season. Leading scorer tonight with 11. Inside, Glenn can't finish. Kanapke crashes the board, and yet another jump ball sends it back to Homestead. 2:43 to play. Homestead leads by 12. Starks pulls up for a jumper and hits it. Solaire Starks with 13. She's picked up in this second half, while Graber hasn't scored in the second half. Kanapke gets the floater to go. 13 as well for Kanapke. 12-point game, 46-34. Riley Parker for Homestead. Starks for three. Left it short. Riley Parker gets the offensive board. Parker chucks it over for Geely. Graber inside. Couldn't get it to go. And the rebound collected by Glenn for Bishop Luers. Minute 48 to go. Johnson to the elbow. Now Kanapke to the basket. Catherine Kanapke now tied for a game high, 15 points. 46-36, Homestead, minute and a half to go. Geely has it for Homestead. Geely to Starks. Starks pulls up in the lane and was fouled. So 2 free throws coming up for the junior Solaire Starks. Kanapke picked it up. It's her second. So Starks, as I mentioned before, in her last trip, has missed 1 free throw all season long, and that's her second. I guess the announcer's jinx never fails. 46-36 Homestead. On top by 10. Starks got one of the 2. And they're back up 11. Gray dribbles down the near sideline. And a foul. Riley Parker picks it up. First foul in a few minutes for Homestead. The next foul for either team sends the other into the bonus. Gray to inbound. Right back to Gray in the corner. Air ball long. Parker gets the board. 1 minute to go here at Spartan Arena. Homestead up by 11. Geely. Now Graber. Parker has it for Homestead as they watch the clock bleed down, but a turnover gives it back to Bishop Luers. When this is said and done, Homestead will get ready to pack up and head to Toledo tomorrow. They'll take on the Notre Dame Academy of Ohio tomorrow afternoon. Bishop Luers also plays tomorrow afternoon, hosting Bowman Academy. 40 seconds to go. Bishop Luers with the ball down 11. In the paint, the floater doesn't go from Glenn, and it's tipped out by Haley's swing. 34 seconds here in this final quarter. Low-scoring affair that Homestead has led in the entirety. There's a steal from Kara Geely, but she stepped out of bounds. So it now belongs to Bishop Luers. The inbound is to Kanapke. Now Gray dribbles over to the right side. 25 seconds to go. Working inside, blocked by Sydney Graber. And a technical foul on Coach Pixley. He is so upset with how this has gone. He has just picked up a technical foul with 16 seconds to go in the game. He doesn't care how much time's left and how many points his team's down. He's letting the officials know that he has not appreciated the way this has been officiated tonight. Graber misses the first. And the Bishop Luers fans surely cheered up for Pixley there as Graber misses both and continues to have not scored at all since halftime. 15 points in the first half. Nothing since, but Solaire Starks picked up the slack, and Homestead's going to come out of here with their 10th win of the season. Starks continues to dribble out the clock, and the Spartans will improve to 10-1 on the season. They will be 5-0 in conference, gearing up for a couple tough conference games down the stretch, when they take on Southside and Northrop in January. But for now, they're undefeated in conference, and they take this one 47-36. That's going to wrap things up for now, but when we come back in about 20 minutes from now, we will have the men's basketball game between Homestead and Bishop Luers right here on Summit City Sports. For now, that's going to do it here from the girls' side of things. Final score, Homestead 47, Bishop Luers 36. And we will send you off to a break. And in just a few, probably about 20 minutes from now, it will be time for the men's basketball game. So thanks for listening and watching here on Summit City Sports. We'll be back for the men's basketball game between Homestead and Bishop Luers. But for now, good night. We'll see you next time.